Algebra 1 EOC Review. We're going to review the performance event. And so this is a real-life problem that has multi-stages. So we're going to look at the one that is on your pretest. So you need your Algebra 1 pretest packet, and you need to go to the back couple pages where you see the performance event. So here are some hints, first of all. It is a multi-step question that allows you to show your full understanding of certain algebra topics. We never know exactly which ones will be covered. So the practice question that you'll see here in a minute will require you to read and analyze information, read a graph, maybe create a graph, and even give a written response. You need to get ready to carefully answer each part thoroughly and accurately. So in your EOC pretest packet, find that question. It's near the end. The information to the right is the first given in this problem. So you'll work it and then check your work on this video. Tony moved to a new house and wants to install a pool and landscape the yard. He'll hire a company to manage the landscaping. Tony is considering hiring company A or B. Company A and B's landscaping costs are shown in the tables below. So this is company A's cost, and this is company B. Notice that it is yard size in square feet compared to the cost. So we're going to read all of number 1 and then answer it. Notice that the question asks us to show all our work, and you must do this to show full credit. And then during the actual EOC, you will be typing into the box. You will have paper and pencil at your desk, so you can work and a calculator, but everything will be typed into the computer. So Tony is reseeding the front lawn. The lawn covers 25 square feet, and grass seed is $15.98 for each 7-pound bag. Each pound of grass seed covers 150 square feet. How much will it cost to reseed the lawn? Show all your work. Enter the cost and the work in the box. Oftentimes, problems are multiple step. We can't just get directly to the cost to reseed the lawn. First, we have to find out how much seed Tony needs. So let's write down what we know. We know that Tony's lawn is 2,500 square feet, that each 1-pound bag of seed covers 150 square feet. So thinking of that, if we divide the 2,500 by 150, we will know how many pounds of seed Tony needs to cover his lawn, which is 16 2/3 pound of seed. We also know that each bag has 7 pounds of seed. So if we multiply 7 by that amount of seed, 16 2/3 pound, we'll find out the number of bags. So it's about 2.4, but you can't buy a partial bag. So we will just use common sense and say that Tony needs 3 bags. Now we can finally get to the cost, because we know that 3 bags times the cost per bag will give us Tony's cost, which is $47.94. And then you would want to label that with a complete thought that says Tony's cost to seed his lawn. Also include a $sign in your amount. Now let's look at question 2. So the following question has 3 parts. That's the first thing that we'll notice. And then we are given certain variables to use. So it says, compare the landscaping costs between company A and B, and let little c represent the cost in dollars and small s, the yard size in square feet. So we must use the variables that we're given. Let's write an equation to model that. We know that it will be a linear equation because the cost is going to increase steadily. So we'll use y equals mx plus b. We will find m, the slope, or the rate of change in this situation, and the beginning amount. So we're going to look at the company A table. And I'm just going to get 2 points, basically an x and a y combination. You can see the 2 that I chose. Then I'm going to use my slope formula take my difference in y's over my difference in x, and then I'm going to take that all the way down to a decimal. So when I divide that out, I get 0.025, which is 2.5 cents. And now to find my beginning amount, I plug in my x and my y and my slope, my m value, and find out that the starting amount is 0. So now I can write my equation. Remember, it's not going to be y, it'll be c, because that's cost. So cost equals 2.5 cents per square feet. Now let's do the same thing for company B. So I'm going to look at the company B table and pull two combinations of yard size and cost, and then find my rate of change there using the slope formula. And this is 1.5 cents per yard size per square foot. Then I'll plug in x, y, and my m value and find that here we have a starting amount of $10. So this equation is cost equals 0.015 S plus 10. Now, in part C, it says which company would cost Tony the least amount to landscape 2,500 square feet. So now we're going to plug in 2,500 square feet for the input S into the cost of company A, which is on the left, and the cost for company B, which is on the right. So you can see that for A it's $62.50, and for B it's a lot less, $47.50. So then I would give an explanation that says company B would cost Tony less at $47.50 versus company A, which costs $62.50. Part 3. At how many square feet will both companies cost the same amount? Well, in math, in a word problem, when you see same means equal. And if we're talking cost, you're just going to set the cost for company A equal to the cost of company B, and then solve for the variable, which is S. So as you can see, we get that S will equal 1,000 square feet, and then that will just be entered in the box. So at 1,000 square feet, the cost for Tony is the same. All right, one more bit. So Tony is installing a rectangular pool in the backyard. The pool needs to have a length of 10 feet more than its width. The backyard is a square shape with each of the sides measuring 5 feet more than 3 times the width of the pool. Write an expression for the area surrounding the pool after the pool is installed. Show your work. All right, so what we want to do is, first of all, we want to notice just all the information that we're given and draw a picture. So we're going to have a square yard with a rectangular pool inside. Now I know to find the area that is outside the pool but inside the yard, that I can take the area of the yard and subtract the area of the pool. So I look at what it told me about the area of both of those. It says that the pool has a length that is 10 feet more than its width. So I'm going to let the width of the pool be x and the length be x plus 10. And then if I look at the yard, it says that the width of the yard, the length of the yard is 10 feet more than the width, then 3 times the width of the pool. So that's where I get 3x plus 5, or I'm sorry, 5 feet more. And since it's a square, then both of those lengths will have that same expression. Now, when you find area of a square or a rectangle, you're going to take length times width. You're going to multiply. So first of all, let's find that area of the yard. So we'll take the 3x times 5 times 3x times 5, and we'll distribute each of those and get 9x squared plus 30x plus 25. Then let's find the area of the pool. So we will take x times x plus 10 and distribute our x. So an expression for the area of the pool is x squared plus 10. Now we're going back to our original plan, and we're going to take the expression of the area of the full yard and subtract off the expression of the area of the pool. So notice I've just stacked them up with like terms underneath each other, and now I'm subtracting. So 9x squared minus 1x squared is 8x squared. 30x minus 10x is 20. And then 25 minus nothing is 25. And then I would be sure and label my answer that 8x squared plus 20x plus 25 is an expression for the area surrounding the pool. All right, that concludes our review on this particular performance event. If you want more practice, talk to your teacher, or you can Google some Algebra 1 real-life problems, and you'll find lots to keep you busy.